You know, there was a time when I believed pain had an ending. I thought grief was something you could pass through, like a tunnel that eventually leads to light. But now I understand. Some tunnels have no exit. You don't come out of them. You just learn how to breathe in the dark. I want to share the story of my life with you, how my life became tied to pain and how I am still alive. Every morning before the alarm clock rings, I wake up. My body remembers the pain, even when my mind wants to forget. The first thing I do, I listen. Not for footsteps, not for music. I just listen to the silence. I still make coffee for two people. I don't know why. Maybe habit, maybe denial, maybe a quiet, fading hope. The second cup always goes cold. Ethan's room is at the end of the hallway. Every day I pass by it, like a grave I don't dare to look at. Sometimes I stop. Sometimes my hand reaches the doorknob, but I never open the door. Ethan was 16 when he died, but in my mind, he is still alive. I can't accept it. With socks on his hands, pretending to be a robot, he was kind, too kind for this world. He cried when stray cats were hurt. Once, he gave his lunch money to a homeless man and came home hungry but smiling. That day I told him, "You did the right thing." I didn't know that sentence would follow me for the rest of my life. Ethan didn't have much time, but he did everything he could, and every act of kindness he showed left a lasting mark. The accident happened on a Thursday, rainy, gray, ordinary. Ethan wanted to go to his friend Lucas's house after school. I was tired. I had a headache. Without lifting my head from the pillow, I said, "Okay." That was the last mistake of my life. That night, the police came. Two men and a woman with serious eyes and professional voices. Before they finished speaking, I screamed. I tasted blood in my mouth. I had bitten my tongue so hard. After the funeral, I was no longer a person. I was just a shadow. People brought food for 1 week, then 2, then they stopped coming. Time kept moving forward, but I didn't. I was only breathing. I wasn't alive. Robert, my husband, tried to help at first. At night, he sat beside me, staring at the wall. We didn't touch each other. We didn't talk. Grief built a wall between us, brick by brick. One day, he said, "I can't live in a house full of ghosts." He left a note. He didn't even say goodbye. I lost my job. To survive, I started selling the furniture, the couch, the television, Ethan's old game console. Selling each item felt like betrayal, but I had no choice. When the bank took my house, I didn't cry. I had already been emptied from the inside. I moved into a basement, a small window level with the street. The shoes passing by the window reminded me that life was still going on up there. Eventually, I started working nights as a caregiver for the elderly. I was always watching bodies slowly shutting down, listening to stories that fading minds repeated again and again. Sometimes they mistook me for their daughter. I never corrected them. One winter evening, snow was falling like ashes. On my way home, I saw him. A boy sitting on cold steps, knees pulled to his chest, holding a sign that said, "I'm hungry, please help." He looked up. My heart nearly stopped. The same eyes, the same delicate face. Ethan. Of course, he wasn't Ethan. I knew that. But grief is stupid. It lies. I bought him food. After eating, he slowly rested his head on my shoulder and cried. His name was Oliver. His mother was sick, and he hadn't had a place to sleep for 3 nights. I took off my scarf, Ethan's scarf, the red one he loved. I said, "Keep it. It will keep you warm." That night, I went home and collapsed on the floor. I pressed my face into the pillow. For the first time in 2 years, I screamed and cried. Weeks passed. My body slowly began to give up. Dizziness, weakness, black spots in my vision. One night at work, I fainted. The hospital, white walls, machines beeping, reminding me I was still alive. Diagnosis: severe anemia, exhaustion, depression. I stared at the ceiling and thought, maybe Ethan is waiting. Maybe it's time. At that moment, the door opened. A woman walked in. Tall, calm, well-dressed, like someone who had control over life. She said, "You helped my grandson, Oliver." She explained everything, how they found him, how the scarf saved him from freezing. She paid my hospital bills and helped me get a job at a community center, working with lost teenagers. At first, I didn't want to. I was afraid of caring, of loving, and of losing again. But grief doesn't get smaller when you hide it. It grows. Now, every afternoon, I sit with kids who think if they disappear, no one will notice. I don't give advice. I don't promise miracles. I just listen. Sometimes that's enough. I miss my son every day. That will never end. But now, when I wake up, I have somewhere to go. Ethan didn't have much time to show kindness, to help people in need. But because of him, I learned how to do it.